create a small slit in my skin under my eye. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of Scarbax, just a teeny weeny little bit, like so, and just squeeze that a few times just to soften it up a little bit. Sorry if the lighting's a bit crap, it keeps going really dark today. Typical on the day I can film, it goes really dark. And I'm gonna halve that actually, because now I've flattened it out it looks quite big. And just avoid getting fluff in it. I'm going to roll that into a little sausage shape, about that long, and stick that just on my cheekbone there. Then get a baby wipe just to dampen my fingers down so they don't stick to the wax. And I'm just going to start blending those edges. It'll help the wax to stick better too. And just keep going until you're happy it's blended. Just smoothing it down a bit more. Just keep going until you're happy with how it's blended in. You will get a slight sort of indentation on the soft area of the skin, but I don't mind. That sort of adds to the effect, I think. I'm just going to smooth that down a bit. Smooth it a bit more on the top. Okay. Then I'm going to take hopefully clean sponge. Yep. Clean sponge and a bit of face powder, and just dust over the top of that. Gets rid of the shine and starts to help blend it in with my skin. Not that I've got to blend it in too much, it's going to be covered in like bruisey sort of colour anyway, but it just helps. Put plenty of that on, like so. Then I'm going to take a spatula, once I've cleaned off the wax off it from the last look. So I've got a little spatula. This actually came with the Snazaroo wax. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. And I've wiped that loads to clean it with the baby wipe, and also to make sure it's a bit damp. And then I'm going to press that into the wax to create the cut. Like so. There's a bit of a sort of, oh, getting a message on my phone. There's a bit of like a little dent there because I don't want like a perfect straight line. And then just blend out any bits that you think need a bit of blending. I'm going to actually remove a bit of excess wax from that bit. Like so. Then I'm going to dust that over again with the face powder, just to get rid of any sticky bits. Like so. Then, oh, nose is itching, sorry. Then I'm going to take a bit of eyeshadow, just a little bit of like a reddish colour, onto the sponge. Just, unfortunately, I think I've ruined the surface of that with something. So let me just. If you find that the top of your like eyeshadow goes a bit weird, like if you've used your fingers on it and it sort of cakes it so it doesn't seem to work anymore, just scratch the surface off and then you'll be able to use it again. I'm just going to go over that scar wax with the red. Just to start making it look sawn. And the colour I'm using is this sort of like a reddish brown colour. And I want to make the area around it look swollen and red. And I can add a bit of that just round here so it starts to look like I'm just starting to get like a bit of a black eye from it. So it sort of spreads the bruising round. Like so. It's best for this just to add a bit at a time, and then you can get it as dark or as light as you want it. Then I'm going to take my very skinny brush, which is filthy, hold on. It's funny, I've got a whole set of new brushes, I haven't used them yet. I keep using my old ones. And that's what I bought them for. I've got a set that I've bought for special effects and then a set I've bought for my painting and drawing. Well, painting obviously. Take some scab glue. I don't know where to get this from. This was given to me by a relative in exchange for doing their Halloween makeup. But if I find it anywhere, I'll let you know. I know you can get bigger tubs on Amazon, but it's not cheap. And I'm going to use that in the wound. I like this stuff because once it's in place it stays looking fairly wet, but it doesn't drip, doesn't come off. It doesn't come off until you take it off, which is what I like about this stuff. And also if you build it up, because it's like a gel stuff, you can use it to add texture to a wound. Sorry if you can hear me neighbours. So it looks like that. My neighbours are all very excitable today. Keep making a rat racket. Then I'm just going to clean off the brush. It does come off fairly easy, to be honest, with the brush. And I'm going to add a bit more bruising now. I'm going to just add a little touch with my bruise wheel. So I'm just dabbing my finger in the red and then dabbing my finger on a tissue just to sort of reduce how much I'm putting on, because I don't want to put like massive blobs of red on, but at the same time I want to darken the wound. And like I've said before in other tutorials, you can add as much or as little fake blood as you like. The main purpose of my tutorial is to show you how to create the wound. You can decide how much blood you put on it for yourself. I'm just adding a bit of the purpley colour. I want to make that bruise stand out a bit more, because if you cut this close to the eye, chances are it's going to bruise up a bit there. That's it. Darken any bits you want to darken, but do it in like a sort of dabbing motion so you don't get like a solid block of colour. Like if you do just like a solid block of colour like that, that's not going to look like a bruise, whereas if you dab, you'll get the sort of mottled patchy effect, so it'll look a bit more like a bruise. But if you just wipe one big streak on, it's not going to work. So just little dabbing motions is what you need. Change position because I'm sitting on the floor, my legs are going to sleep. Let's just wipe off that bit where I was just showing you the application technique I'm using. And that's how to create the wound. Really simple, really quick, dead easy to do. And then if you wanted to add some fake blood, get some nice runny stuff. And with this you just add as much as you want really. I'll put it on top of there first, and then I'll try and encourage a drip to come down. But basically you just fill the wound with it, and then it'll drip depending on how much fake blood you put on. Here's the top. So that's it. I haven't quite put enough on to make it drip down, but you can see it's all nice and wet and gungy. Like so. Wipe my brush off. And that's it. Just a really simple way of creating a split cheek look. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.